July 8, 2022, the University of Mississippi has issued a missing student alert after JayLee goes missing. The 20-year-old was last seen at approximately 5:58 a.m. Friday morning, leaving Campus Walk Apartments in Oxford, Mississippi. Officers believe that Lee was visiting someone at Molly Bar Trails at the time of his disappearance. Jimmy, also known as JayLee, was wearing a silver robe and a gold sleeping cap and gray slippers when he was last seen. He is 5'7", 120 pounds with black and blonde hair. Lee's car was found Monday at a towing company after it was removed from the Molly Bar Trails apartment complex. Crime Stoppers is offering a $1,000 reward for anyone that can give any information on the whereabouts of Jimmy. Call Oxford Law Enforcement at 662-232-2400. To the students of the University of Mississippi, my prayers are with all of you. Remember, this could be any of you. Please share and help find out any information that you can. Thank you. Wednesday, July the 20th, JayLee's classmates and community members came together for a rally in support of Lee and his family. The Attorney General and the FBI would join in the search, keeping hope alive that he will be found safe and return home soon. Welcome to Crimes Among Us. Friday, July 22nd, only 2 days later, Sheldon Timothy Harrington Jr., age 22, from Grenada, Mississippi, would be charged with the murder of the oleMiss student. Oxford Police and the University of Mississippi Police would make the arrest. There has been no bond set. Law enforcement agencies are working to locate Lee's body, and now all of Mississippi will be waiting for justice. Jimmy JayLee of Jackson, Mississippi, graduate of Murrell High School and well known for his spirited personality, caring attitude, and his proud involvement within the LGBT community, now presumed dead. Was this an act of hate or a crime of passion? Welcome to Crimes Among Us. After graduating, Jimmy would head to Oxford, to the University of Mississippi, majoring in public policy, excited about building his resume and helping those in need. Jimmy would begin an effort to provide formula to the families that needed it. After a startling dream, JayLee records a TikTok. He recalls having a hookup with a sneaky link that he had not hooked up with since the summer of 2020. After an undesirable situation presents itself, Jimmy decides to leave. The man in the dream attempts to end Jimmy's life. This eerie dream gains traction when, on July 8, 2022, after leaving Campus Walk's apartments in Oxford around 5:58 a.m., JayLee goes missing. 48 hours later, his 2014 Ford Fusion was found at a local towing company. The towing company tells authorities that it was picked up from Molly Bar Trails apartment complex early Friday afternoon, the same day Jimmy went missing. 13 days later, community members and students of the University of Mississippi rallied in support of Jimmy. Oxford Police, the State Attorney General, the students, even the FBI joins in on the search. Friday, July 22nd, a shocking discovery. Jimmy is not found. However, his classmate, Timothy Harrington, is arrested and charged with his murder, igniting a statewide debate. How can authorities charge for murder without a body? Harrington's attorney, Uncle Judge Carlos Moore, says his client is innocent, practicing law over 20 years and never once hearing of anyone being charged with murder without proof of death. And then the affidavit is released. On or about the 8th day of July 2022, Timothy feloniously and willfully and unlawfully, with deliberate decision to effect the death of JayLee. Justice for JayLee will be heard August the 9th at the bond hearing at 10 a.m. Justice for JayLee can now be heard being demanded across Mississippi as bond is denied for 22-year-old Sheldon Harrington. New details emerge as presumed murder threatens to rear its ugly head. The accused defendant's uncle, Carlos Moore, no longer lead attorney. The Lafayette County Circuit Judge, Grady Tollison, made a decision to combine the bond hearing with the preliminary hearing, paving the way for the prosecution to present its evidence. Proceedings began with a tearful testimony from Stephanie, JayLee's mother, testifying that she routinely spoke with JayLee on a daily basis. On Stephanie's birthday, July 8th, around 2 a.m., Lee would text his mother. She was never able to reach him again. The canines alerted multiple times. Detectives showed surveillance video revealing Harrington leaving the Molly Bartrell's apartments after allegedly driving Lee's car there and leaving it. After questioning Harrington, police took canines to Harrington's apartment. That an unalived body had recently been there. Officials stated that the two men had had a casual, intimate relationship. Court transcripts would reveal messages on Snapchat between JayLee and Harrington. JayLee felt that Harrington was trying to lure him there to beat him up. JayLee expresses that he hopes Harrington had been using protection with his other partners, hooking up early morning, July 8th, later getting into an argument, leading JayLee to block Harrington on social media, only to later reconcile as Lee heads to Harrington's apartment. Later that day, Harrington, that has a moving service in Grenada, Mississippi, brought a box truck 50 miles to Oxford, then another 50 miles back to Grenada. The same day JayLee disappeared. The van was searched, finding blankets inside with bodily fluids and what appears to be JayLee's hair. Harrington searched numerous times his own cell phone for international travel information and had also recently Google searched how long it takes to strangle someone. And for these reasons, his bond is denied. The court finding that proof is evident. Timothy Harrington, the sole suspect in the disappearance of an oleMiss student, is speaking out, charged with first-degree murder in connection with the missing of Jimmy JayLee, a proud member of the LGBT community whose remains have yet to be found, as allegations spiral of cremation at a local funeral home, leaving many to wonder, will JayLee's body ever be recovered? Harrington and team has filed a lawsuit against the Lafayette County Sheriff's Department, claiming he is allegedly illegally being held in jail, stating the court has no direct evidence to implicate him in Lee's murder. The arrest was made after tracking Lee and Harrington's movements through social networking applications and surveillance footage. Hey Google, how long does it take to strangle someone? This question coming allegedly only 120 seconds after Lee messaged he was on his way to see Harrington. One day before Lee vanished, Harrington allegedly searched international flights from Dallas to Singapore, a mysterious trip to Walmart for duct tape would allegedly leave Harrington staring at huge rolling trash cans. A box truck drove by Harrington on what is said to be an unscheduled move seems to frown on the idea that all of this was only a coincidence. With only circumstantial evidence, the petition to release Harrington is underway. Who do you stand with when the justice truly is for JayLee?